it's your boy Cringy Mustache, and we're gonna get straight into the editing of Share Factory in episode 2. So let's get started. We have left off splitting tool, cutting tool. Last episode we learned like editing tools, clip tools, and stuff. So this might be longer video than last time. So let's try to get quickly through this, quick as possible. Um, okay, so we can we'll add a screenshot. So basically if you press add clip, sorry, um, you can select the clip, select like, how many ever, but it will be to, the limit reached. As you can see, the maximum limit is 18 minutes, so you can't go past that. So yeah, you can select all of them. And you can select screenshots that they give you. That's what I like about ShareFactory. Some of them are like live, like what I mean live, they move. Pretty cool. But let's not get too much. You guys can explore and stuff, these stars. But I think I already showed that in the last video. I don't know. We can put in one image, like, select how many ever we want, but and then square. Same for to the clips, and we wanna. This is like 5 seconds, so we might make it shorter. 2 seconds. Okay. And then here, there's a, as you can see, look, it clips onto that, and it goes back to that. So here, I can add text, like, add overlay. But before I do that, you see the cursor. If it's here, it will start from there. So be aware of that. So if you start here, the text will start. So you should do it at the start of the clip. So add overlay, and there's stickers that they give you, and your profile picture of your PSN account. I changed my picture actually, if you noticed. And there's just a few default ones they give you. I mean, many actually. Like play, stop, pause, fast forward. That's pretty cool. Like they give you, and you probably, as I scrolled through them, you probably seen a lot of these. I've been using, like, arrows to point something. Like, yeah. Theme stickers. Like this theme is the info commercial theme. So each theme is different. For this theme, this is what they give you. These arrows are there's some default arrows, but if you want different color arrows, you can use this one. But imported image, you can do that. And you can choose the different fonts, and we can choose the different size, but doesn't matter too much like which size you choose, because they added a new feature which I'll show you. um, so I usually like to use this text, and then once you do that, the keyboard pops up. You probably can't see it right now, but once I type something, alright, and then do that, there, it shows up. And then you have all these transform, opacity, color. We'll all go through all of them. So transform, once you go there, you can move it with using the right stick or the R, and using R1 or L1 to make it enlarge it or shrink it, and R2 or L2 to tilt it, or left and right. So can do that. So put that on, press X to save it, make sure you press it. Opacity is the transparency, so if you decrease it, you can see more of the background. You won't see much difference here, but if you put it behind the video, you can see the video. So let's put it like a bit, like 50%. Color, you can choose your custom color here. I'm not gonna go through all of that, cause yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of that. No reason, but just take too long. And text effects, there's some text effects you can use. just try to experiment. You can edit or delete if you accidentally made a mistake or something. Layer order, I'll do that later as well. And align is, I mean, it's pretty useful if you press it. You can align left or align it to the middle or to the right, but for the middle. Then if you go back and go back out of the adding tool, it sticks pretty smooth actually. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's go to the next adding tool. Let's do a transition. So if you want it like this, just look at this. Clips onto that. But if you want it more smoother and more cinematic, you go to loads of transition you can choose from, like the cinematic ones, dissolves, wipes, and like the rotate. It looks really slow actually, but if you once you apply it, it does it pretty quickly. I don't know why that happens, but yeah. And it also says the duration before you apply it. Like I think this is 1 second or something. Yeah, it's slowly. It's pretty cool. I'll choose that for now. And if you've made a mistake on the transition, you can press square to edit it, and then edit transition. Like choose the like if it has a volume like the cinematic ones, you can set the volume and the settings. And you can replace this or delete it. We're gonna replace it with cinematic one. Let's do it with this one. So it does that. It has a lot of sound and that might scare some people. So what I like to do, edit transition, set volume. It's on 100, so not fully, but maybe a bit of the effect. So I do like 14, and then it's like it doesn't. Yeah, it's set to the background noise. And that's the transition. You can also add filters. So if we, as we learned in last episode, I'm not gonna go through it again as I already said so. I'm gonna go skip a bit. Okay. Um, in this, I'm gonna just cut this bit out and then add a filter. Adding a filter, like you can add a black and white filter, like a red filter or a game filter. There's different categories like photo filters, game filters, retro filters, and I can't pronounce that, sorry. And I'll get roasted anyway. For now, let's go for game filters and well, wind. So we can choose wind, and it's pretty cool, but I would not recommend it using it for so long. So you press square and edit filter settings. You can also see the wind speed. You can increase it or decrease it. That's what I like, which we can do. You can precisely do it. I'm gonna delete this filter for now because that's a messy one to work with. Let's go with Sapphire, whatever. Um, that filter is pretty good to work with, and I think you can change it. Yep, threshold.
Whoa, I never tried that actually. The purple to kind of yellowish, so.
Yeah, you can add coloring, and if I splitted the clip here, I can add a layout, which is also pretty cool, and you can also add text filter layout at the same time. That's what I also like. And you can add a layout like if you want, if we're having a cinematic, imagine this is a cinematic, right? We can add a layout of where did it? Yeah, this one. Wait, no, not that one. So I made a mistake there, so I press edit layout and then delete. Then I go add layout again. I think it was, yeah, this one. See, look at this compare, wait, no. Look at this compared to this. It looks cinematic. I like it. But for this situation, we're gonna have to use a different layout. For now, I'm just gonna get that one, the blinds, binds, whatever. Yeah, and then I'll add a filter just so you can see. You can do that, and add some text. You know, test, and no, not text effects. Transform. Just put it there for now. Um, yeah. And also, wherever you split the clip, it ends there. That's the problem. So you have to split clip whichever bit you want to add the text. Like and or the filter or the layout. It goes to everything you add or everything you cut except music, because that's a separate clip as well as track 2. That's yeah, and we will go over that later in this episode. So that's that. See, as you can see, it ends there. And now we can go over music because we went on every other tool. Now we're gonna add some music. So this here, a few music. Let's add that. You press that, and you know it adds the whole music. Well, you can. This is in the edit music tool, as you can see on the top of the screen. So you can edit the music here and add some more music if you want. So here it starts like you know for that. We should add that in the cinematic bit actually. But yeah, adding music would be that. Adding track 2 is in basically another video. You can add another video. So add track 2. So here you can select clips. For now I'll select the siege one. Um, and and then it pops up there. So like right then. Oh God, the music is loud, but it pops up there as you can see. God, that was loud. Um, so it goes through the whole video. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's like if you want to add like a preview or like when you're doing a reaction video or something, you can use those stuff. So yeah, those are all the editing tools um for the adding, like adding tools and everything. And yeah, that's it for this video. Goodbye, peace.